Hey guys, welcome back to the next part of ICM's 48 scale Marauder build. Now, this week we are going to do decals. So, moment of truth, I spent a lot of time kind of planning and masking that front end where the mouth goes. We'll see if it lines up and we'll see how we look. So, fingers crossed if this build comes together or not. So, shorter video because it's just simple showing how to do decals. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Hey, welcome back. So we're going to decals, which is really going to make this thing pop because we've got the plain colors down right now, but once we get the face on and all the rest of the colors and stuff and the star and bars and all the rest of the thing, it's going to look pretty awesome. So yeah, now don't want to clear coat this thing because I kind of like the finish right now in the metal. So I'm at least put one decal, two decals down first just to see how it goes without a clear coat. And if they go down okay, then we'll just do the whole thing. If it's a bit of a struggle moving them around and stuff, which I don't think it will be because it's pretty smooth, we can put a clear coat down. So I'll try at least see if I can get away with no clear coat. And the big thing about this episode is this mouth. Now, I made those custom masks. I measured several times, and hopefully it's going to line up on both sides with this. Yeah, a little nervous. So it's all about that. Hopefully it lines up, and if so, then I will celebrate with a beer or something. So there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting some decals off and putting them on. The first couple I can kind of walk through with you and show you how I do it. Well, it's pretty simple. One thing is hot water for sure. People say it doesn't matter. For me, it does. I mean, hot water just makes them settle and a lot quicker. Now, when I put the instrument decals on, they were actually really nice to work with. So hopefully it's the same with this, although there's some pretty large decals, as you can see on the sheet here. The only thing to note is, like ours, for example, is number 6B. There is one of the other markings is 9, so I'm guessing we just turn it upside down and use it as a 6 and cut the B out. So the letters are going to have to be separated, unfortunately, so I have to line all those up. I think I'll start with the insignia first, and then kind of use that as my guide to work the letters off. But okay, so let me get prepped here, clear the desk off, and be right back. Okay, so I couldn't contain myself, and I put on the face last night, and spoiler alert, it fits perfectly from the paint mask which I created. Look at that, looking awesome. So after that, I thought, before I go to bed last night, let's put some decals on, and I filmed a little segment for the video. Did it all about 7 minutes and realized the microphone was turned off. So here we go, part number 2, doing it again. So I'll run through it one more time. So done this many times before, but basically let's run through the tools I use. So nice little pair of scissors, nice sharp. These are like sewing scissors, so you can get in there and cut around all the decals. Some people use knives. I just better with scissors than knives for some reason. So cut my decal out. This is essential. If you don't have these, go out and buy them right now. Tamiya decal tweezers, not super expensive, but they'll last you a lifetime, and they are indispensable for picking up decals and stuff. I have a brush which I've dedicated towards setting solutions and decal water and stuff. Decal solution of choice is Ultimate Modeling Solutions. This is strong. Also have the extra strong, but I think on this particular kit, I think the strong is working fine. Cup of tea, and I have a cup, like a coffee cup warmer from Amazon, and a little ramekin on it. You could use silver or any kind of thing. It won't melt pretty much. Don't use plastic, but some kind of little porcelain pot or metal pot, stainless, with some hot water in it. Now, some people go on, you don't need hot water. You do need hot water. Like, hot water will get these decals way better to use, quicker. Some decals take forever. Cold water, like 10, 15 minutes to go off. Hot water, you can do it in seconds. So it is hot water. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's the way I do it. And then what I'm going to do is talk about theory here. I don't want to do the whole aircraft and go ham. I want to just kind of do a section at a time. Because what happened is, as I did last night, you're going to put your finger on something by accident, and you're going to start pulling decal off, which I did with a 6 on the other side, and a B. Luckily, I could retrieve it and fixed it. But just do a little bit of time, leave it 15, 20 minutes to settle in, then come back with some settling solution, and then, once another 20-30 minutes, and move around the aircraft and do a different part. But don't go all over. Try to keep it regionalized. And then using these structures are pretty good to see the panel lines. And what I'll do is I'll just use panel lines as reference. For example, the 6 here, and I can see which panel it goes in and where it is on the panel in relation to the line, and that helps me line it all up, and then just use my eye to get it straight. So we're going to go ahead and do one as an example, and we're going to do this guy right here, which goes on the underside. So I can immediately see it goes in the white over this round hatch about there, and a little bit higher. Oh man, I've got hairs all over the place here. And then it's going to go kind of straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit. I've done no clear coat on this. I'm going straight on the finish. I'm just going to take my decal, dip it in the water for about 2 to 3 seconds. That's all you need. Take it out, put it on my plastic mat, I'll leave it. Now, depending on the decal is how long it'll take. It's depending on the heat of the water as well. It could take a second, it could take 10 seconds. But leave it there. You could leave it. I've left decals there for 30, 45 minutes. Forgot about it, it's fine. As long as it's on that backing paper and it's moist, you don't have a problem at all. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to drop my paintbrush, but I'm going to get my brush, dip it in that same water, and just kind of where I want to place it, just put a little bit of water, which will help with adhesion, help with movement. If it's completely dry, it's not good. You won't have so much working time. Where if it's wet, you can have a little bit more time to kind of move this thing around to place. All right, by which time now this would be dry. This would be ready to use, and you can see my finger, very easy to move around. And I'm again dropping things again. It's too early in the morning, and I'm just going to line it up where it should be. Now I'm just seeing where. Okay, so it should be right around there. Again, just using my off camera here, using my guides with panel lines, and then I want to kind of get this thing straight. So I'm just going to use this as a kind of guide. So that's straight from the fuselage. Okay, so this side needs to go down a bit. All right, and actually I think I got a pretty good spot on that one. So there we go. I think it's straight. See again. Yeah, actually maybe it's not. This side need to go down a little bit. All right, I think that's pretty straight from where I got it. I mean, you could fool around with this forever, but I think we're in good shape there. So this part, you can come back if you want with a Q-tip, dry Q-tip, and get away any water. If you do that, I recommend you put your finger on decal, hold it in place so it doesn't move around. And just, again, flatten it out. Again, I just moved it, so now I'm going to have to go back the whole process of realigning it again. Okay, I think we're good. So at that point, I'm just going to leave it for about 20 minutes just to settle in before I do anything, and then come back with just to brush over this. So the reason I want to settle in, I don't want to move around. So I want to stick, and then again, 20 minutes, when it's done, come back with this stuff, brush it all over, and that's going to really kind of pull it into the model, and you'll be able to see, like a painted finish, you'll see all the panel lines and rivets come through the decal. So yeah, if it doesn't quite do that, don't be frightened. Use 2 or 3 coats of this, to take your time, let it dry for 20, 30 minutes, put another coat on, and rinse and repeat. So that's kind of what the decal process is, to be honest with you. Nothing too crazy there. I'm just going to let the thing kind of sit, take my time, and do the rest of this aircraft. Okay, making some good progress. Got it all down. Well, got a few more left to do. So just stop in for a quick chat. Now, firstly, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but the 6 is actually a 9 on the sheet. Because if you look at option 1, which looks very boring now, the green one, compared to what we're doing. See, wait, sorry, not that one. Number 2. Wait, yeah, K9. So you just rotate on decal sheet, it's a 9, so you also just turn it upside down and you get 6. So that's not a problem at all. And these black kind of lines for the walkways, two things. Firstly, they're not quite the length. They're a little bit too long, but maybe because when you put them down, you kind of stretch it a little bit. So just with a sharp knife, before they settle, I just been slicing off at the wing root just to the right length. So as you can see, we've got some extra pieces. I mean, if you just like too short, you again just cut a piece of that off with a knife and just lay it on. So it shrunk a little bit back here a little bit. So I'd like maybe like, I don't know, 2 mil. So I put another piece on top to get that line continuous. Now another thing I would mention too is I think it's easier just to put one down first, like this L-shaped one. See on this wing? There we go. Oh, the camera here. This where it's like the L. I think lay this one down first, let it set, and then run the one across the front. Otherwise, it all moves and stuff. So do one at a time. Give it 20 minutes. Once that's stuck in place, you can then run this one along the front here. But yeah, there we go. So making good progress. Also, I've done the props, just 4 in each one. Can't really see it there, just some yellow lettering. And yeah, good shape. So I think now the more I think about it, the more I think we probably need to put a clear coat down to protect all this stuff. I don't want to put a wash on and rub it all off. So yeah, doing good progress, almost done. I just got to put this one down and then we'll come back and I'll show you the finished result. Okay, so we're done with the decals. So let them sit, and then, like I mentioned, with the setting solution, give it a little coat of this, bed it down. It's been like an hour now, and I think they're all pretty good to go. So looking around here, the top, we have the side. The underside is just a couple over here. It's nice you get the these 3 colors as a decal, so you have to paint it. And well, on the other side here, oh, did that side already. On this side, again, it's really big. It's kind of hard to put on camera. So I think we're in good shape. So I'm going to end the video now. Now, it's a super short video, but as I mentioned before, I like to do these videos in chunks by subject, just so if somebody, say, wants to just look at decals, they can just look at the decal video, rather than blending different topics. I like to keep topics separate. So I know it's been a super short video, but I think we made up for it in previous weeks where we had like 30-minute videos. So we're back next week. Next week, it will be weathering it. And I've got a few ideas. I'm still kind of conflicted about colors and stuff, but I think by next week, we should be good to go. So thank you for watching as always. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next Friday for the next part. Have a good one.